Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Or spent 10 frustrating minutes searching for your glasses, only to find them on your own head? Or reached for a name you've known for 30 years and come up completely blank? If you're over 60, that moment of quiet panic is something you know very well. And the question that follows it is always the same. Is this normal? Or is this the beginning of something I should be afraid of? I want you to know you are not alone in asking that question. Millions of people over 60 ask it every single day. And today, I'm going to give you the honest, research-backed answers you deserve. Because there is a critical difference between normal brain aging and something that genuinely needs medical attention. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which one applies to you, and more importantly, what you can actually do about it. Stay with me. Welcome to Ava Health Nexus, where I bring you honest, research-backed health information that your doctor wishes they had more time to tell you. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I publish practical, evidence-based health content every single week, designed specifically for adults who want real answers and not vague reassurances. Today's topic is memory loss after 60. This is one of the most searched and most feared health topics among adults in this age group, and it deserves a thorough, honest conversation. I'm going to cover 6 key areas: what memory changes are completely normal after 60, what warning signs are not normal and need attention, the biggest risk factors for cognitive decline, the daily habits that genuinely protect your brain, nutrition for brain health, and finally, when to see a doctor and what to expect. Let's get into it. What is completely normal after 60? Let's start with something reassuring. Not every memory lapse is a medical emergency. As we age, our brain, like every other organ in our body, undergoes natural changes. The hippocampus, the region of the brain most responsible for forming and retrieving memories, gradually loses some of its volume with age. The connections between brain cells slow down slightly, and the chemicals that brain cells use to communicate become less efficient over time. What does this look like in real life? It means your processing speeds slow down. It may take a few extra seconds or even minutes to recall a name, a word, or a detail. You might walk into the kitchen and forget what you came for. You might misplace your phone or your keys more often than you used to. You might occasionally lose your train of thought mid-sentence. These experiences are called age-associated memory changes. They are not dangerous, they are not dementia, and they do not mean your mind is failing you. The critical distinction is this. In normal aging, you forget details temporarily, but remember them later. You misplace things, but you can retrace your steps and find them. You occasionally lose a word, but it comes back to you within moments or hours. This is your brain adapting to the natural passage of time. It is not a crisis, it is biology. What is not normal? Warning signs. Now let's talk about what is not normal, and what should not be dismissed or explained away. There are specific warning signs that go beyond ordinary forgetfulness, and recognizing them early can make an enormous difference in outcomes. Getting lost in places you have known for years, your own neighborhood, your regular grocery store, the route to a family member's home. Forgetting the names of close family members or longtime friends, not occasionally, but repeatedly and consistently. Asking the same question multiple times in the same conversation, without realizing you've already asked it. Struggling to complete tasks you have done hundreds of times, following a familiar recipe, managing household bills, operating appliances you've used for years. Noticeable changes in mood, personality, or judgment, becoming unusually suspicious, withdrawn, fearful, or making decisions that seem completely out of character. Confusion about time, dates, seasons, or where you currently are. Difficulty following a conversation, a television program, or reading a book you would normally enjoy. These are not normal aging. These are potential indicators of mild cognitive impairment, early-stage dementia, or other treatable neurological conditions, and they deserve immediate medical evaluation. The earlier a diagnosis is established, the more treatment options are available, and the more time you have to plan and protect your quality of life. The biggest risk factors for cognitive decline. Understanding your personal risk factors is not frightening. It is empowering, because many of the most significant risk factors for cognitive decline are modifiable, meaning you can change them. Cardiovascular health is at the top of the list. What is bad for your heart is bad for your brain. High blood pressure damages the small blood vessels that supply your brain with oxygen and nutrients. Uncontrolled diabetes accelerates brain aging. High cholesterol contributes to the buildup of plaques that are associated with Alzheimer's disease. Social isolation is another major and often underestimated factor. Research from Harvard's longest-running study on adult development found that people with strong social connections maintain sharper memories and healthier brains well into old age. Loneliness, on the other hand, is as damaging to brain health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Poor sleep is critically important. During deep sleep, your brain activates a waste clearance system that removes toxic proteins, including amyloid plaques linked to Alzheimer's disease. Chronic sleep deprivation allows these proteins to accumulate. Depression and chronic stress physically shrink the hippocampus over time, the very structure most responsible for memory. And finally, physical inactivity. A sedentary lifestyle is one of the most consistent and powerful predictors of accelerated cognitive decline after 60. Daily habits that genuinely protect your brain. Here's the part of this conversation I find most important. Research now suggests that up to 40% of dementia cases worldwide may be preventable or significantly delayed through lifestyle changes. That is not a small number. That is nearly half. So let's talk about what actually works. First, move your body every single day. Aerobic exercise increases blood flow to the brain, reduces inflammation, and stimulates the production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that supports the growth and maintenance of brain cells. 30 minutes of brisk walking 5 days a week produces measurable improvements in memory and cognitive function. Second, challenge your brain deliberately. Your brain responds to novelty and challenge, learning a new language, playing a musical instrument, taking an online course, solving complex puzzles. These activities build what researchers call cognitive reserve, which acts as a buffer against decline. Third, protect your sleep. 7 to 8 hours of quality, uninterrupted sleep per night is not optional for brain health after 60. If you are struggling with sleep, address it as a medical priority, not a minor inconvenience. Fourth, stay socially engaged. Regular, meaningful conversation, community involvement, volunteering, and maintaining close relationships have been shown to protect cognitive function in ways that no supplement or medication can replicate. Fifth, manage stress actively. Daily practices such as meditation, deep breathing, time in nature, or even gentle yoga have measurable effects on cortisol levels and brain health over time. Eat for your brain. Nutrition is one of the most powerful and most underutilized tools for brain health. The Mediterranean diet remains the most evidence-backed dietary pattern for reducing the risk of cognitive decline. It emphasizes fatty fish, like salmon and sardines, rich in omega-3 fatty acids that support brain cell structure. Leafy green vegetables, like spinach, kale, and broccoli, packed with folate, vitamin K, and antioxidants that reduce brain inflammation. Berries, particularly blueberries and strawberries, which contain flavonoids shown to improve memory and slow cognitive aging. Nuts and olive oil, healthy fats that support the integrity of brain cell membranes. and whole grains that provide steady, consistent energy to the brain without the spikes and crashes caused by refined sugar. What to reduce? Ultra-processed foods, excessive sugar, and heavy alcohol consumption, all of which accelerate brain aging and increase dementia risk. Staying well hydrated is also essential. Even mild dehydration impairs concentration, memory, and mental clarity. Let me leave you with this. Forgetting where you put your glasses is not the beginning of Alzheimer's, but dismissing genuine warning signs in yourself or someone you love is a risk no one should take. The truth is that your brain is one of the most adaptable organs in the human body. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections and reorganize itself, continues well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. The choices you make today, starting today, directly influence how your brain functions 10 and 20 years from now. You have far more control over your cognitive future than most people realize. Exercise, sleep, connect with people you love, eat well, challenge your mind, and please, if you notice warning signs in yourself or someone close to you, do not wait. See your doctor. Ask for a cognitive evaluation. Early action changes outcomes. If this video gave you clarity or peace of mind, I'd be grateful if you shared it with someone over 60 who needs to hear it. Leave a comment below and tell me, what health topic would you like me to cover next? And subscribe to Ava Health Nexus for honest, research-backed health content every single week. Take care of yourself. All of yourself.